What's going on, guys? You're watching NinjaCast. I'm so used to saying Ninja Lifestyle, it always messes with me when I try to do the intro here. You're watching NinjaCast here on shredcast.com every Thursday, usually at 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific times, whatever. We missed it last week. Why was that? I was at CES, skating with Madars. Oh, shit! It's on the screen. This is why we missed Shredcast last week. NinjaCast, whatever you want to call it. I was doing this. I was busy flying drones around. Had a great time doing that. We will talk more about that later. I do want to talk to you guys about what you're going to see today. Got a whole list of topics, not including whatever you guys ask me in the chat. That's what makes this show great. First of all, I'm kind of sick. I felt really sick last night. I woke up feeling really sick. Right now, I still feel a little sick. And after this show is over, I'm going to jump right back into bed. Why? Because I'm going out tonight. It's my friend's birthday, and we're going none other than the strip club. I'm sure all you guys could have guessed that. I should have put a questionnaire on the screen. Where are we going tonight? The library, the store, Walmart, or the strip club? You guys would always get that right. Speaking of what I'm doing tonight, I have some friends in town, and it trips me out that people come to this city, one of the biggest party cities in the world, and they don't want to party, okay? And I get it. They came from the Midwest. It's cold. It's snowy, so they want to do warm activities. But I don't understand the thought process behind leaving Las Vegas and all you can say is, hey, I went to Las Vegas and I had an okay time. It doesn't make sense to me. I'd rather them come to Las Vegas and have fun. And I'm not saying be drunk for all 5 days you're here. I'm not saying, you know, get all coked out for the entire duration of your stay. But I am saying please come to Las Vegas and at least do something here that you can't do at home. And these guys came, I think, from like Connecticut or Virginia or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember where they came here, and I'm like, hey, let's go party or something. They say, we just went on a hike. We hiked a trail in the mountains, like a rock climbing trail. Like they walked across a bunch of rocks. It's like, oh shit! You traveled 4 hours and spent X amount of dollars on a plane ticket so that you could walk around in circles and look at rocks and maybe a lizard here and there. Probably not even any lizards out. It's too cold. Doesn't make any sense to me. And I don't want to feel offended, but I'm kind of like, listen, guys, I take pride in being like a fun Las Vegas host. Okay, whenever the skaters come to town, I take care of them. If y'all want to go skate, that's fine. I'll go skate with you a little bit. But when it comes to like really enjoying the city, I was born and raised here. That's what I like to do. You know how some people invite you over and they like to cook? And they like to cook and look at you eat. And when you eat and you say, man, this is really good, it brings them like joy. Well, when people come to Las Vegas and I give them 3 days of non-stop fun action and getting drunk and they had the best time of their life, I get this warm feeling inside like, this was fun. And when you guys come to Vegas and you go fucking climb on rocks and you leave the city going, wow, that was a pleasant time. That was okay. Yep, that wasn't bad at all. I'd prefer you to leave here just like, oh shit, that was the best time of my life. I don't know. I just don't get it. I feel like it's a waste of a trip. And I don't mean to be like insensitive. I feel like it's a waste of a trip. And I told the guys yesterday, I said, look, we're going to the strip club on Thursday. Today's Thursday. Free entry. I'll get you guys in for free. Drinks are $1. And you guys are going to have a great time. And they gave me a maybe. There's nowhere. There's not one fucking place on on the east side of the United States where you can go free entry and get dollar beers and look at tits for all night long. And there's no last call. There's nowhere. It doesn't exist. And you're going to give me a maybe? Whatever. Next topic. Let's talk about Chris Chann. I know you guys are really excited about the video part. A lot of people wanted to see my thoughts. And I liked it. In fact, let's bring up Chris Chann part. Let's bring it up. I'm going to watch half of it. Don't tell anyone that we watched it. How do I find it? Did I spell his name wrong? Chris Chann. Street part, huh? Let's watch part of it. Christopher Chann, full street part. Watched. See, it says watched because I already watched it. We're going to skip through half of it because if you want to watch it yourself and see the whole thing, you got to watch it on your own time. Check out his channel. I liked the part, and I had no idea he was this good at ledges and things like that. For me, though, the part didn't have any personality. And I'm only saying this because I'm a critic. I'm here to criticize. I always say critic. I'm a critic. I'm here to criticize. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's the best part of all time. Everything was perfect. There's nothing I didn't like at all. It was great. Because, listen, it was great. Really awesome part. Really, I think he blew a lot of people out of the water. I think a lot of people didn't know how good Chris Chann was. And now they know. But what it lacked for me was personality. That's all. Maybe it's because I have this really sort of YouTube mentality where I like to, when I watch a channel or a skater or a part or something like that, I like to finish the part sort of feeling like either feeling like I know the guy or feeling like I made some sort of connection, you know? And with the Chris Chann part, I didn't feel that. Not in a bad way. Not saying that's super negative. I'm just saying that's why I probably won't be watching this part every time I go skate. You know, like there's a lot of parts where I can watch and it's like, oh shit, I really want to get hyped up. This probably won't be one of those. But Chris Chann really made, in my opinion, a really bold statement for the YouTube skater community. Because a lot of people look at me, you know, they look at Josh, they look at Andy, they look at Sam Tabor, they look at a lot of these guys and they say, well, why do these guys, you know, have so much views? Why do these guys have so much attention? Why do they get so many comments? They're not even that good. And it's like, listen, we're good at other shit. Okay, we're good at, you know, personality type stuff. We're good at being entertainers. That's my job, is to be entertaining. And Chris Chann probably used to be known in the same way. But now, I feel like a lot of people who may not have ever skated with him, who may not have ever seen, you know, what he's capable of, now they got it all in one big package. So I think he shut a lot of people down. There's no longer going to be this weird stigma for Chris Chann as a YouTube skater. Now he's really proven himself as, if nothing more than at least a fucking ledge tech master. And you know what? That's just my opinion. Who am I, really? Who am I? Being sarcastic. I'm the most fucking... I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it. I feel like I am the most non-biased person online. I tell it like it is. Okay? And a lot of people won't. A lot of people won't tell it like it is. I do. You're welcome. You're welcome, bitches. Let me check out some of the comments. Let me know what you guys thought of Chris Chann's part. And let's see. I don't know. You know, maybe there's something I missed. I'm going to try to figure out how to get a playlist going here. Let's start here in 200. 200th video. See how we go here. That didn't work at all. I don't want to watch the skate park part. How do I skip? I don't know how I'm going to do this. Oh, speaking of parts, I came out with a part. Right? Black Ninja 2015 highlight part. And I was pretty proud of it. Speaking of that, let me compare my part to his. Number one, I didn't try hard. Okay? I did try hard, but it's all skate park footage. I wasn't sitting there fucking for hours at a time trying to land one perfect trick. At the end of my video part, you kind of say, oh, well, that's exactly what I expected. Now we know everything about Ninja. And a lot of people that were already followers of my skating, they said, you know what? That part was just 100% Ninja part. It fit. It just fit. Everything fit. You watch that part, you get this feel-good sort of feeling inside, and you say, you know what? That was all Ninja. That was exactly what he's all about, from the the tempo of the song, to the lyrics of the song, to the way we faded in and out of some of the shots. A lot of it's real chill. It wasn't like it was. Let's just say it wasn't a train wreck part. You know, it wasn't a Ninja part. It wasn't a P-Rod part. It was a Ninja part. And that's sort of I don't know, my thoughts on that. But I would love to hear a lot of the critiques on my part. Anyways, next topic. Chris Chann. CES. Skated with Madars Apse. Let's watch his part. Madars is Element's newest pro. Let's check out his video part. Had a fun time skating with him for these demos. A really good skater. Really cool guy. We actually partied a couple times while we were out here. Took him downtown, played some poker, played some blackjack, played some games. Had a great time. It's always fun to meet a pro, and then you never have that sort of like, oh, he thinks he's better than everyone mentality. And I know a lot of that's like a stereotype about a professional anything, about any professional athlete. But I have seen it in skating. I have absolutely seen, you know, skateboarders out here who just do that shit where they just think they're the shit. They don't got to talk to nobody. And Madars wasn't like that at all. Had a great time with him. And if you guys can, check out his video part. Oh, and if not tomorrow, then Monday, we're going to put up a video of some of the highlights from the demos. Madars got some cool tricks. Some, what do you do? Blunt kick flips, some big flip tricks. A lot of cool shit. So that'll be fun. We were at CES promoting a company called AirDog, which is a drone that carries a camera that follows you around wherever you go. So like the drones that are out right now, you have to have someone pilot it. You have to have somebody with like a controller to fly it up and follow you around and go fast enough or go slow enough and stabilize. Whereas this AirDog, pretty cool technology. All you do is wear like a tracking device on your wrist, or you could wear it on like on your head or on your waist or whatever, and it'll just follow you around. And it's cool for skateboarding, but it's cooler for other action sports. Now, it would really benefit skateboarders. That's fucking crazy. But you think about somebody like a surfer, you know, you could have a waterproof tracking device and you could surf for 20 minutes at a time and have this thing follow you around, getting the dopest shots ever. Really a cool product, in my opinion. I've never seen anything like that. And I even got, as a gift, I got a little drone. It's like this big. It's really this big. It's a drone that's smaller than an iPhone. And just a little fun little like kid's toy or whatever. But I don't know, man. I have a blast with it. Just flying it around. I could do a backflip and shit. Took it to the bar the other day. I just walked in the bar like, check this shit out, everybody. So that was cool. Oh, look at that old lady pissing everybody off. Pissing me the fuck off. One of the cool things we talked about, me and Madars, is Element has a skate camp, kind of like Woodward. And I'm doing like the Woodward thing where I go to Woodward a couple times a year and talk about YouTube and social media and hang out with the kids and skate and film a montage or whatever. But it'd be cool to do that for the Element camp too, because Woodward's only about 4 hours away, but this Element camp's like 7 hours away. So I think it'd be cool. So for anyone that goes to this Element camp, that's could be a possibility. It's not in the works yet, but I don't know, just kind of a cool idea that probably shouldn't have even talked to you guys about. Probably shouldn't have brought that up, but fuck it, whatever, who cares. Let's get to my channel. Let's see what's going on here. How do I get to my channel? Oh man, let's watch these videos. How do we watch them? Just click play. How do I get to the last one? I gotta scroll all the way down. Let's go. 600 videos. Let's go. Boom. So that would be cool. I've been downloading a lot of movies, and I'll tell you why. I just recently found out how to torrent movies anonymously, because there was a time Oh, I have a great story, actually. I have a really funny story before I get into that. Actually, after I get into that. I've been downloading movies. Hold on a second here. If I see one more person spamming, you're getting kicked out. Pissing everybody off, it looks like. I've been downloading a lot of movies. I always have. I used to watch them at work. And I recently got a notice from my ISP that said, quit downloading movies. You know, and it listed the movies I downloaded. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, that's kind of scary that they can watch and see what I do. And it's not that they watch and see what I do. It's that someone on the torrent site is copying IPs, and then they can do, like, the lookup or whatever, and then they can send a notice to your ISP, who is then forced to send a notice to you. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Stop downloading movies because it gives you strikes. Similar to YouTube strikes, you can get ISP strikes, which are probably way worse, because if you get so many ISP strikes, your internet starts to go slow, and then you can't do NinjaCast. So, found out how to do it anonymously with the VPN and a proxy. Pretty excited about that. That I can now browse the internet without anyone knowing what's really going on. Not that I have anything to hide. It's just, it's mainly just I want to avoid those strikes. So that's kind of cool. If it's something you guys have never heard of, maybe look into it. Cost me about $3 a month, which I'm testing it now. I'm testing it for the first month. It cost me $6 for the first month. But if it works out for this month and I don't get any copyright notices, I will be doing that for the whole year. You know, especially for my computer in the living room, the one that I let everybody use. So that'll be fun. Also, if you guys have any good movie recommendations, let me know, because I'm back in the movie business, y'all. I just downloaded Sniper. Okay, that one should be good. And then this chick wanted me to download some chick flick. I forgot what it was called. I think Boyhood or something like that. I think it was called Boyhood. I don't remember. So that'll be cool. What else do we got going on here? I found a crock pot in my house, and it's crock pot season. For some reason, whenever it gets to a certain coldness, everyone busts out the crock pot. And everyone likes to do beef stew. Everyone likes to cook the beef stew. Beef stew. Okay, beef stew is not that good. Why does everyone care about beef stew? Who gives a shit? Okay, potatoes, vegetables, beef. Who cares? It's boring, it's bland, it's stupid. Wasting my fucking time. Who wants to make beef stew? No one. No one wants to make beef stew. It's the most boring food ever. I don't like it. So I thought to myself, it must be something better I can make with this crock pot. So what do? I looked up pizza recipes. Looked up pizza recipes for the crock pot, and found one called pizza casserole. Okay? I'm talking pizza casserole. And you think about it. What's the worst part of a pizza? To me, the worst part of a pizza is the crust. It's the part you got to work hardest for. You got to chew it. You got to bite it. You got to crunch it. You got to fuck it up. No one wants that part of the pizza. That's the worst part of the pizza. I don't like that part of the pizza. Okay? You keep that. I'll eat the good part of the pizza. I'm talking the sauce, the cheese, the pepperoni, the green onions, whatever. And then I add in the noodles, right? Like pasta noodles. Not like spaghetti noodles. I'm talking like those weird ones that are shaped like little cylinders. I don't know what the fuck they're called, but they're like fat fucking macaronis. They're big fat ones. Whatever. Put those in there, mix it all together, let it fucking slow cook 5 hours. Oh, Lord Jesus. Good stuff. Really good stuff. I want you guys all to look into that if you got a crock pot. If you have a crock pot, look into that shit and do it. Get involved. Get involved. Let's see what's going on down here. What do we got here? Anyways, Oh, what's going on here? Your boy's getting buff now. Your boy got buff on him. Okay. Yeah, I want to do more cooking with Ninja. But that actually leads me to my next point. A lot of the old cooking with ninjas are just me, like, screaming and yelling and just being ridiculous. I like doing that stuff, but not all the time. Because, number one, it just looks stupid. I gotta watch these videos, too. Sometimes I'll go read a comment, and I gotta click the video, and I gotta see myself fucking shoving a bunch of bacon in my mouth, fucking screaming, knocking over a bunch of shit. It's kind of stupid. I would like to, maybe, at least half the time, make some videos that also can benefit you. You know, maybe you want to cook something. Maybe you want to learn a trick. I got a lot of hate on this last 360 flip trick tip we did because there wasn't a lot of yelling, there wasn't a lot of bullshitting, there wasn't a lot of like dick jokes, which, don't get me wrong, I'm always in for, like, you know, a good dick joke here and there, but sometimes you just want to learn a tray flip and you just want to get the facts, okay? Because I know when I look through trick tips online and I see one that's fucking 15 minutes long, I skip it, okay? Especially if it's 15 minutes of dick jokes. So that's what I'm kind of trying to do. I'm kind of trying to find like a nice middle ground where I can make the jokes and I can also help you guys. Anyway, what do you guys want to talk about? I got a couple more topics, but let's take it to the chat and answer some questions because we might have to call this a short show. By the way, what you're watching right now is one of the reasons why I wanted the GoPro. Because this kind of shit happens. And we don't plan for it, but this kind of shit happens sometimes. You just got to jump in the pool at the club every once in a while. Man, if we would have had that GoPro then, that would have been sick. Anyway, my Battle at the Barracks picks. I picked Nick Holt and Jason Park because I know those guys and I like those guys. You know, you can pick whoever you want. I think they also put like a bunch of joke picks in there because I don't remember the names, but I know there was a lot of names that probably can't do 5 flat ground tricks, and it makes me wonder like how they got on there. I think one was I think Lance Mountain was one of the picks. Lance Mountain. You can pick Lance Mountain to be at Battle at the Barracks. I don't know. I thought that was funny. I don't know if it's like them just being like comedians, but it's funny, and I'm sure Lance is down for a joke. From everything I've heard, he's a super cool guy. I recently had a conversation about the word legend, and I was in Cali talking to just a bunch of guys in the skate industry, and we had a conversation about the word legend and how it's so overused in skateboarding right now. Like, everyone's a legend. You know, you have people that are now legends when they're 21 years old, and I don't know, it's just kind of a weird thing. So I started thinking about who I thought was a legend, and I don't remember the names that I picked because I was really fucking drunk by that point, but I think one of the legends I named might have been Eric Costin, and then the guy was like, really, Eric Costin a legend? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Why wouldn't Eric Costin be a legend? And so he just kind of gave me that look like, whatever, young gun, because he's a lot older than me. He's like, yeah, whatever. Fucking Eric Costin's a legend. And I was like, fuck it then, bro. You tell me, who do you think's a legend? And he said Lance Mountain. And then I really didn't have much to say, because I can see that. I can see why, like, the older guys would say Lance Mountain is a legend. One of the things that would kind of trip me out is if what's the guy that died? The Dogtown guy that just died maybe 6 months ago? Jay, right? Jay Adams? I feel like a lot of people would call him a legend, but then there's also a lot of people who would be like, how the fuck is he a legend? And then there's a lot of people that say Guy Mariano is a legend. And then there's a lot of people that are going to say, how the fuck is Guy Mariano a legend? He was a really great skater as a kid. He had a fall off and then he had a comeback. So now everyone who has a comeback is now a legend? I don't know. I'm kind of playing the devil's advocate, you know, because it makes for a better show. But I don't know. Just the word legend, especially in skateboarding, does get thrown out a lot. And you have to, you know, agree with that. The Gons, okay, there's one I can agree with. Rodney Mullen and the Gons. Okay, I can agree with those. Those would be legends because you can put a lot of clout behind them. But the point I'm trying to make is, why is it in this action sport, in this industry, the word legend gets thrown around so much? It's like there's a lot of fucking legends. How can there be this many? It's like 10 new legends each year. I don't know. Just a weird thing to think about. I don't know. That's just me. We got parkour. I wanted to talk about parkour because I put a Facebook post about parkour, and everyone started saying, like they got mad. Like I said something negative about parkour, and now suddenly everyone's pissed off. And that shit don't make no sense to me. Because number one, you already know half my presence online is just to talk shit already. It's just to say negative shit. Okay, the other half is maybe to inspire when I can. But if I say something stupid, all you have to say is, oh, well, that's just Ninja. And then go on with your day. So I said that, I said that parkour is fucking lame. Because on my personal Facebook, I seen a video of two kids that at some point I had probably met at a skate park. I don't know them. And it said, had a great time doing parkour today. And it was like a 30-second video of them literally, like, it was just a waist-high rail, like just a flat rail, just like a walkway rail. And they were just jumping over it and then running under it and jumping over it, running under it. And one would jump over it and then he would, like, kick the wall. And it wasn't sarcastic. They were dead serious. And I thought to myself, if I made a joke to these guys right now and said parkour's lame, the only argument they would come up with is they would send me a video of the #1 parkour guy in the whole world, which is not a logical argument. It's when you argue like that, you basically have already lost. You've already lost the argument when you compare yourself to the 1%. Because you could name anything. You could name any activity, whether it be parkour, whether it be scootering, whether it be jump roping, whether it be knitting, whether it be eating hot dogs really fast. There's always going to be that 1% of people who take it to the extreme and get really fucking good at it, and they're just masters of it, and when you look at them, you're just amazed. Like, oh my god, this guy Kobayashi just ate 700 hot dogs in 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Wow, that was amazing. But the 99% of hot dog eaters, okay, and there's a reason I use hot dog eaters when I'm talking about scooters, okay, if you catch my drift. There's a reason I bring them up. The 99% of people will just savor the hot dog. They'll just eat the hot dog slowly with no talent whatsoever, with no skill, and they'll just gobble that hot dog down and swallow it. Okay? Just like 99% of scooter riders, just like 99% of parkour doers. Just like 99% of any so-called sport that doesn't take skill. Okay? Alright guys, we just had some technical difficulties. I guess when you talk shit on scooters, the scooter Illuminati tries to fuck up your internet. Fine. Fine by me. Doesn't affect me at all. But if we do go down again, I'll just jump in the chat and hang out with you guys. I'm really just about out of topics anyway, so let's get into questions and answers. I will now be directing my time and efforts into the chat. So maybe we'll have some fun with that. Yeah, so what do you guys want to talk about for the remaining couple minutes? Now that these fucking Illuminatis are trying to take us down. It might have something to do with me talking all that shit on about VPNs and proxies. You can't catch me, motherfuckers. You can't catch me. 36101 says my favorite food to cook. Whenever it's like a first sort of date or a first hangout, when I invite a chick over, I like to have chicks to my house. I don't know why. It just makes me feel comfortable. I can get it smelling all good, and I can cook what I want to make. Well, usually what I'll do is chicken drumsticks and chicken pasta. So the chicken pasta, all I do is throw that in a skillet. Just bam. Chicken drumsticks Just make that yourself anyways. Then boil some vegetables, throw some cheese on there. Bam. It's like you get your 2 chicken drumsticks. Then you put the pasta right next to it, and then you put the veggies on the other side. It looks like a home-cooked meal. I guess by definition, it is a home-cooked meal, but I don't know. The chicks love it. The chicas love it. Ninja, can you dunk? Nah, I cannot dunk a basketball. That'd be cool. I mean, you give me a trampoline. I went to a party once with these guys that worked at Zappos, a really well-known shoe company that has a lot of money, and they had a basketball hoop next to a trampoline. So I went for it, you know, fearlessly, bounced off the trampoline, went for it, slammed right into it. A lot harder than it looks, ladies and gentlemen. Tell you what, I'm sure if I did it, if I got 2 chances, I could pull it off, but I don't know. Everyone laughed, and I was just like, fuck this. I'm not trying that again. Talk about my favorite non-skating memory. I have no idea. Okay, number 1, I have a horrible memory. Number 2, I have a fucking crazy life. So I have no idea. What's the longest time I've been in jail for? I've only been booked in jail once, and I was only in there for like, I don't know, X amount of hours, 14 hours, 16 hours, something like that. So it was easy. I've went to jail several times, but I only got booked a handful. Because I know what the fuck I'm doing, man. Know your rights, people. Know your rights. A lot of times I went in there, it was just to, like, they would just interrogate you and just kind of try to get you to snitch. Because that's what a lot of these fucking pussies' jobs are. All they are allowed to do is make you snitch. You know? And if you're not stupid, you won't do it. But you know, it's a lot of stupid people out there, so I don't know, whatever. Whatever. What do I think about Ryan Sheckler? Who cares? Why does that matter to anyone? I get these questions all the time, and I don't understand why anyone cares what I think about some person. I don't think about him, ever. I don't think about any of these guys. I don't sit there and ponder, like, what are my thoughts on Ryan Sheckler? Man, you know what? Let me look at some pictures of him and maybe watch a couple of his video parts, and then I'll decide my thoughts on him. I don't know. Who cares? You know what I'm worried about in my life? Me. And the shit that I'm doing. The shit going on in my life. I don't have time to worry about Ryan Sheckler. What's going on with him? I don't know. Maybe I should think about him and develop some sort of weird, creepy fucking thoughts about him. Nah. Sorry, guys. What's my favorite mini ramp trick? What is my favorite mini ramp trick? I don't know, man. I've really been into just grinding. Just front 5-0s. I like to just grind. Let's see what's going on here. So, just like Smiths, I guess, too. But I can't hold the Smith very long. So, when I can't Smith very long, I'd prefer to just do a long 5-0, baby. Do a long 5-0, baby. What are my thoughts on Eli Reed? I don't know. Let me just set aside and look at some weird, creepy pictures of him and watch his videos. I don't know. I don't know who he is. I don't know anything about him. You know who I know about is me and the shit that I'm doing. You guys are fucking lame. All you guys who spend your time like thinking about other dudes, it's weird. You guys fucking weird me out. Okay? The fact that you want to know my thoughts on some other fucking dude is weird. I don't know what's going on with you guys, man. I don't know, man. Do I keep in touch with any relatives? Nah, I have no relatives. I have my grandpa, and that's it. I keep in touch with my friends, my people. My people. What's my favorite no comply variation? My favorite no comply variation is no complies whatsoever. My favorite variation of a no comply is to not do it, ever. It's my favorite no comply. Variation. What's one thing you really want King Ice to make? Everything I want him to make, they pretty much make. You know, whenever I suggest a good idea to them, they follow through. And even when I tell them not to do something, they usually do it anyways, because they just came out with a golden vert ramp that you can wear around your neck. A golden vert ramp. And I was telling them, I was like, this shit's not going to sell. No one's going to buy this golden vert ramp. And maybe people will. But I think the way I phrased it was, none of my people are going to buy a golden vert ramp. But they just came out with a skateboard, a half-broken skateboard. So it's the top half of the skateboard with the trucks on, and it's broken. That's pretty cool. I don't like it, but it's cool. It's cool that they're, you know, taking King Ice in that sort of direction where they can try new things. I don't know. I thought that was cool. They also are coming out with a golden T-tool, which that's going to be dope. Can't wait to see that, because it's something that every skateboarder, every true skateboarder can relate to. So you think about it, a golden vert ramp is something every fake skater can relate to, but a golden T-tool, bro, if you actually ride a skateboard, you know, you're using a T-tool, so you know what that is. Do I dream of being pro? Nah, not really. Oh, look at that fucking fumble. It's weird to think about being pro, you know. I can tell you this, matter of factly, I've had jobs that were really easy where I made more money than pros do. You know, of course you guys are going to say, well, Rob Dyrdek makes a lot. Of course Rob Dyrdek makes a lot. Well, Stevie Williams makes a lot and he's pro. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, guess who else is pro? Doug. You think he makes a lot? And then there's a lot of fucking pros. Go, do yourselves a favor. Next time you watch Tampa Pro, and there's 112 competitors, and you've only heard of 20 of them, think to yourself how much money those other pros make. Okay, because at the end of the day, that's a lot of what I think about. I think about the money. I think about, you know, being able to live a comfortable life. You know, not having to fucking bitch and moan and cry about money. And you think about, everyone just thinks the word pro means you're just fucking rich, and you're not, man. A lot of these pros make not a lot of money. So it gets crazy. I don't know, man. That's just my 2 cents, I guess. Just my 2 cents, I suppose. But no, I have no dreams of being pro. I mean, and if you wanted to use the term pro the way a lot of these guys use it, I'm already pro. I make, you know, pretty decent money off YouTube. I wish I made more, and I have been putting a lot of thought into just going back to work. You know, I'll just, you know, if that ever happened, I don't want to worry you guys, but if that happened, I would just kind of do this thing where I'll go back to working full time, and then we'll just be down to 2 videos a week, and I won't be able to respond to your messages that much or whatever. And I always go on my little rants where it's like, and if that ever happens, it'll be your guys' fucking fault. It'll be you guys to blame. And I don't mean to do that, but, you know, I am really passionate about this YouTube shit, and it gets weird when I feel like I'm working my fucking ass off and I see no progress, which happens a lot. You know, Doug is a perfect example of that. He works really hard on his YouTube channel, and for the longest time he grew the slowest. Doug was putting out like 2 videos a day, and his channel was for some reason growing the slowest, and it's frustrating. So I don't know how we got to talking about that, but it's just one of them things, you know. I'm used to like this lifestyle where I can just kind of blow money, you know, and right now I don't have any fucking money to blow. I have enough to go out to eat. I have enough to, like, you know, buy beer. I have enough to, you know, fuck these hoes and shit. You know, I mean, I just went out to Olive Garden the other day. I have enough to do all that fun shit, but if you think about what I was doing a little over a year ago, like, I was the guy, man. I was blowing money. I was having a lot more fun, and I love traveling and shit like that. It's just kind of like, fuck, dude. This making average money sucks. And I've never been one to lie to you guys. I'm all about the fucking money. I'm all about it. Anyway, we got really off topic there. Like I said, guys, I sit here and I bitch and complain a lot, but that's also sort of like the goal. The goal on here is to bitch and complain. That's what the character is. So, what do you guys want to talk about? Who's my favorite rapper right now? I'm really into I just had like a brain fart, man. We was just talking about it. Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates. I was trying to say Kevin James, the comedian or whatever. My favorite rapper is Kevin James. Oh man. Yeah, my favorite rapper is Kevin Gates right now, just because I don't know about you guys, but when I get a CD I like, I just bump the fuck out of it. It's all I listen to for like a month, and then I move on to the next one. And a lot of my friends aren't like that at all, but for some reason I just do that shit. I bump that shit like every day for like a month, and then I finally get tired of it, and then I move on to the next one. Who's my favorite actor? I don't have no idea, bro. If you guys have any cool movies that if you guys have any cool movies to recommend, man, I'm gonna get back into watching movies. But I don't know, man. I don't have a favorite actor. I don't fucking know. I have no idea. Didn't we just watch this? I feel like we just watched. Oh, it's the end. Have I heard of Logic? I don't know what Logic means, man. I know we used to bump this guy named Louis Logic, and that shit was dope back in the day. Have I seen Ride Along? Man, I love Ride Along. I love that movie. Not because it's a good movie and the premise is really dumb. I love the movie Ride Along for one reason and one reason only. It's when Kevin Hart is is testing out the shotgun. When Kevin Hart is in the gun range, that's the only reason I like that movie, and that shit makes me laugh. I can never get over that movie. The last movie I saw was I don't know what it's called, man. It was some chick flick. Some chick came over and we watched it. It was a movie about like this chick with cancer was dating this dude with one leg, and they like fell in love or whatever, and then one of them died or something like that. Yeah, I don't remember what it was called or who was in it. I don't remember anything about it actually, but that was the last movie I watched. It was kind of like, I don't know, man. It was cool. I don't get it, man. I'm not really into these chick flicks. I mean, I do like the movie Perks of Being a Wallflower, and that's kind of a chick flick, but it's also like a feel good movie. And I watched this other movie, and it's like some movies are just made to make you sad, and I don't really get sad like that. I don't really get sad, you know. It's like the chick was like damn near in tears, and I was just like, the fuck are we watching this garbage for? I don't know. Fault in Our Stars. Yeah, that was the movie. That's what it was called, man. Shout out to Andrew Vaca 14. That's what it was called. Yeah, that movie was, I mean, it was a neat movie, but I wouldn't watch it again, you know. Shout out to 3920 also. Play more Mario. You know, man, I want to play more Mario, but the thing is, a lot of my Mario videos get picked up for copyright, and I don't appreciate that shit just because it has the Mario song in it. And I just told you guys this whole shit about, man, I'm about the money, and when I make a video and it doesn't make no money, it's kind of like, what the fuck, man. But then again, be honest with you guys, I usually only make the Mario videos because I'm too hungover to go skate. I said it. I admitted it. You know, I'm not here trying to, you know, fake it for nobody. The only reason I play those video games is so I can get an upload up. You know, if I'm like hungover or hurt, man, that's when I play Mario a lot. If I'm feeling good, feeling good. We only got a couple more minutes left, guys. Let me see if I had any last topics. Oh, there's a dead cat in my yard. Did I already talk about this? Whatever. There's a dead cat. I seen it yesterday. I thought it was sleeping, so now it's dead. And so I was supposed to call animal control, but NinjaCast comes first. The cat's dead. You know, that doesn't affect me. Whether you pick up the dead cat today or you pick up the dead cat tomorrow, cat's gonna still be dead. You know, nothing we can do. Dead cat. Whatever. I fucking hate cats anyways. I think I might get a Sorry guys, I had to respond to that. I'm thinking about getting a dog. I think I want to get a red-nosed pit. I think. I'm just kind of worried about having to take care of a puppy because I think it's going to be annoying. You know, like, I've had 2 different opinions that were given to me on pit bulls, okay? And they're dogs that rehome really well. So, the first one has said, get one that's about a year old, okay? That way, you know, it's already, you know, all the shit's done with. It's already, like, halfway trained, and then you can just fuck with it from there. So you're all good. And then I had a girl that I know who's a veterinarian. She, what the fuck is this? I make the stupidest videos. The chick who's a veterinarian said to get one about 6 months old so that you could mold it into the type of dog you want. But a lot of the articles I read said you can't really mold a pit bull, man. Once it's 2 years old, man, what you see is what you get. That's its personality. If it's mean, it's mean. If it's happy, it's happy. So they just said, look at these fat idiots. These fat fucking idiots. They just say, yeah, you get one when it's old, it's more predictable. You know, you don't have to go through all this shit. So I don't know. Oh, this Jason Turtle right there with the rail tricks, man. He's been getting real good. Been seeing him on Instagram lately. Flexing. Anyways, guys, shout out to King Ice. Shout out to Silver Trucks. Shout out to S Footwear. And shout out to my VPN. Because now I can go online and nobody knows who the fuck I am, baby. Baby. We'll answer one more question and then let's call it a fucking day. Have you ever smashed a black chick? Yeah, man. It was cool. It was cool, man. I'm not, you know what? You guys are all gonna call me racist, and that's fine, man, because y'all are dumb as fuck. I smashed a black chick, and it was cool. I enjoyed it, had a great time. But if I had to choose what I preferred, excuse me, I prefer white chicks, man. Although I did smash one really crazy Hispanic chick, and that was kind of fun. So I gotta try that again. Maybe reevaluate that, and really get my facts right. But right now, yeah, I mainly prefer the whites. Racist. Ninja's racist. Stupid. Alright, guys. Hope you enjoyed the show. Sorry I couldn't make it more entertaining. Like I said, man, I'm kind of sick. And I'm not thinking clearly. So I'm going to jump right back into bed until about 9, 10 o'clock. And then we're headed to the strip club, baby. So wish me luck. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Also, ooh. Hope you guys have a wonderful night also. Kuna Matata, bitches. And I will be in the chat room for the next 15 minutes hanging out with you guys. So don't leave just yet if you want to talk. Kuna Matata, guys. See you next time.